Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday evening for Crime Unveiled with Courtney Bennett. We're talking about two cases. These are break-ins that happened in Grand Blanc Township and in Burton. You may have seen this story yesterday. So early Sunday morning, roughly just a little bit after 3 o'clock in the morning, Cinema was broken into. That's a Grand Blanc Township business. Then early Monday morning, Dairy Queen in Burton also broken into. Now, the suspect, according to police, used a hammer in both of these cases. They knocked out the door, the window, broke the glass, climbed through the glass, and they are said to, at Cinnamon at least, they first stole cinnamon rolls and energy drinks, then left. And then they came back an hour later, and that's when they grabbed the hammer because, according to the police, they left that hammer behind. And then at that time at Cinnamon, they also stole money. Now, over at the Dairy Queen, nothing was stolen, although stuff was broken. Here's our story that aired yesterday on these breaking cases.
I couldn't believe it at first. I was like, whoa. When they called me on the phone, I was just like, wait, repeat that again? Did you say break in?
Employees at Cinnamon came to work on Sunday morning and noticed the broken door and point of sale system, along with noticing that things were missing. They called police around 8:15.
It was definitely like scary for us and our employees. It was a little bit violating because we all spend, a lot of time and effort like here, making cinnamon rolls, especially close to the holidays.
It was shocking for Melissa Beatty, who's the operations manager at the business on Saginaw Road. She says the person moved quickly and, based on the surveillance video, seemed nervous. Here's a screenshot of the suspect.
The person had really thick glasses and really dark eyebrows, but they were wearing a hood and covering over their mouth and nose.
Based on security footage, police say this happened around 3 Sunday morning. Detective David Clark with the Grand Blanc Township Police Department says the door was never opened. Instead, the person went through the broken glass.
They left their hammer on the counter, and they came back about an hour later and grabbed the hammer and took some cash.
A mile away at the Dairy Queen on Saginaw Road, a similar break-in happened on Monday morning.
Took the hammer, tried to pry it open, and then just kept whacking on it until he got frustrated, picked it up and tossed it at the our counter, and just left.
So again, this happened at Cinnamon on Saginaw in Grand Blanc Township, and then on Saginaw as well, just down the street. That's a mile away from Cinnamon, the Dairy Queen. Now, Grand Blanc Township Police, they are investigating, and they're asking anyone who might have information about this, they're asking them to call 810-424-2611. And then over in Burton, maybe you have some information about that case. Their number is 810-742-2542. We have both of those numbers on our website, midmichigannow.com. We showed the suspect's photo in there. That's the picture that we got from Cinnamon. They have that posted on their Facebook page. This is also a story that we have right now on our website. Again, this happened early Sunday morning at Cinnamon, roughly around 3 o'clock in the morning. And then Dairy Queen around the same time. The manager over there said around 3:44 is when that break-in happened. In both cases, a hammer was used. However, police aren't saying exactly if they're related, although a hammer was used in both cases. That's all part of the investigation at this point. Again, we have those numbers. If you might have any information, if you might know who this person is, give the police a call. These businesses say that they just want to find out whoever did that. Both of their doors at both locations, the Dairy Queen and Cinnamon, they have been replaced, but they're putting a sales system that was going to take a little bit longer to replace. You could see that it was pretty smashed up. Nothing was stolen at that Dairy Queen, but Cinnamon, there are cinnamon rolls, energy drinks, and money stolen. Thank you for joining us for Crime Unveiled with Courtney Bennett. Again, if you have any information, it's recommended that you do call police and let them know in case you know who this person is or have any details on these break-ins.